Hello, everyone. I hope that you're having a great day and a great week so far. So lovely to see all of you, Dara, Ashwati, Ajit. Ashwati, congrats. This week in particular, I was talking to a couple of my friends and I found that everyone is a little bit tired. Some people are feeling a little bit sad or anxious or confused or worried. And then I counted and I realized that today is day 159. I immediately felt better, to remind myself, okay, this is not a completely normal time in the world, in our world, and we are doing the best we can, right? So, as I checked in with everyone around me, I was realizing, okay, this long period of isolation for most of us, or continuing or increasing pressure at work, and various other things piling up, too much time on social media, right? I know, it all adds up. And so today I wanted to talk about the places that anxiety and stress can gather inside our body and a couple of ways that we can take care of ourselves better. I'm so happy to see Shine and Sunny, Nalini and Pranam Pepe and Ajit. Great to see you all. So let's start. Today, I would love for you to actually try these things with me if you can and if you feel comfortable. One of the first things that I've noticed that people do while they're concentrating is that they start to furrow their brow. They'll be looking at their laptop or they'll have a conversation and they'll furrow their brows. So, this is one of the best places, very gently with your fingertips. You can release the tension between your brows, smooth it out, and also try what I call the smile technique, which is mostly you cannot smile and frown at the same time. Like, try it for a second. Frown and furrow your brow and then smile. It doesn't happen. It kind of poop, it takes it away. So try, in the middle of reading something, even if it's a little bit anxiety causing or whatever, try. Sometimes I do that and I just kind of smile at the screen or look away and smile for a second. It completely kind of clears this tension in my face. So that's the first one that I'd love for you to try. Secondly, is giving your back muscles a break. A lot of us are sitting at a desk for long times, and also because we are trying to work from home, not everyone has the right kind of table and chair. Some of us are, working from our bedrooms or from the living room and sitting on a very comfortable couch. And, over time, that takes a toll on your entire back. So, first off, you can actually stand up and raise your arms all the way up. Look up as well. So for some people, even getting onto their tiptoes and just stretching out, really feeling your fingertips, reaching towards the sky and seeing how that how that helps you. In general, getting up at least once every hour is such a good thing. It's something that I need to practice more. And if possible, another great thing for the back is actually to just lie flat on the floor. If you have a yoga mat, that's fine. But on the floor seems to help a lot of people. Again, try. Everyone's body is different, so see what works for you. And I find that while I'm lying on the floor, if I raise my arms above my head and just kind of stretch as much as possible, it really eases my back. Thirdly, shoulders. We carry physical and emotional weight on our shoulders. So, right where you're sitting, even just rolling your shoulders back, and for some people, they hold their hands behind them and then squeeze as if there's a little squishy ball between their shoulder blades. So try that if you can, just pulling back. It's so relaxing. The other one is actually doing shoulder rolls, so you can actually put your hand on your shoulder and then go round one way and then go round the other way. Then, very, very important, our jaw. A lot of times when we're thinking, sometimes even sleeping, we are clenching our jaw. So, relaxing the entire jaw area is such a good idea. So, unclench your teeth, almost allow gravity to just let your jaw hang loose. Also, allow your tongue not to be stuck to the roof of your mouth. So, allow your tongue to just drop into your mouth. And for some people, yawning is amazing, assuming you don't have TMJ. So just yawn, and this is something singers do all the time. We yawn, and it's, doing an actual, real good yawn, even if you're not feeling like yawning, somehow it just relaxes everything. And you can also do cow chews, all right, which is, we've all seen cows chew, right? And they seem to go in this roundabout fashion. Try that, and it's such a good stretch even for your face. I also like to go in and actually just massage. I sort of play piano on this area, and it's really, really great. You can also take your thumb, and if you press in the area that's between your chin and your neck, there's a muscle there, and it's actually your tongue muscle. So making sure that while you're not speaking, while you're being quiet, it's nice and squishy. It's not tight. If you do feel tightness when you're not speaking and you're sort of massaging that area with your thumb, make sure that you think about that a little bit more. Maybe you're holding a lot of tension in your jaw and your tongue muscle, that it's kind of tensing up. We also need to think about our neck. So just allowing our neck to fall or going all the way back and doing very gentle head rolls one way and then the other, and doing stretches. Also, using your fingertips to, I always talk about this as if I'm playing piano on the back of my neck. I go in and I just really give it a massage, and I go into my shoulders and things like that, and also up into the scalp. It's amazing what just even 30 seconds of that can do for you. Then let's talk about migraines and headaches. This is also often related to the jaw. And so I personally really love face massages. So, if you're wearing spectacles, take them off for a second, and you can start really anywhere on your face. And again, as I do, I play piano, and I really kind of love each part of my face. I really go over, the forehead, all of it, around the eyes, the nose. And as I do that, I often feel, oh my goodness, I can feel the tension just slipping away. I get into the cheek area, the cheekbones, above the lip, below the lip, back to the jaw, going all the way out. And then I even pull my ears out. And just giving yourself this time is so precious. It means that, especially if you wear glasses, for just that split second, you're not looking at your screen, you're not looking at your phone, you're just completely paying attention to your face, your body. And you can do that for as long as you like. Of course, make sure you've washed your hands before you're doing this, right? Especially if you've gone out, you want to make sure that your hands are nice and clean before you do that. And really remember that the tips of our fingers are such a wonderful way to send energy to ourselves. And taking time for ourselves to do that reminds our body that, yeah, I do love you. Then let's talk about our stomach. I know a lot of people, when they get nervous or they're tense, they either get an upset tummy or they feel knots in their tummy. They feel, this empty feeling in the pit of their stomach. And that is such a natural thing. We feel things in our gut when we're nervous, when we're anxious. And there are many different things, and I think it all depends person to person what works for you. Some of the things that work for me are making sure that I'm eating healthy and I'm drinking enough water, as well as just putting my hands on my belly area and, very gently just kind of rubbing them across in no particular order, but just making sure that my tummy knows that I'm sending it love. Also using the quiet mind, open heart, relax technique, which is just simply repeating that phrase as many times as you want and giving attention to your mind, your heart, and your belly, and saying relax as you sort of move your hands around very gently on your tummy is actually very, very useful. It really, again, always calms me down. I find that touch is an amazing thing for yourself. Then let's talk about our fingers. Many people clench their fists without even realizing, sometimes even during sleep while they're dreaming. And on top of that, especially nowadays when we're on our computers and our phones all day long, we've cut out all those times where we would be doing other things like commuting in a train or a bus or walking to work or to our grocery stores. Even though we're doing housework, there is definitely more time that we're spending in this position, holding or typing. So first of all, just going from a clench to pow, going into a nice stretch is really, really a good idea. Doing any sort of stretching, for instance, I sometimes do these, or very gently I do these kind of things where I'm, very gently stretching back or pulling back, gentle wrist rolls, also stretching and lacing your fingers and pushing all the way out. Pushing down is also a great thing. And then one thing that people often don't do is a gentle hand massage, doing this for yourself, the entire wrist area, just giving it some attention. And I particularly love this, going through every finger and almost, like taking the tension out. It's like, come on, here we go. Whoof, it's gone. Right? And just doing that, it really helps so much. It's such a simple thing to do. And again, takes your attention away from your computer and back to your body. And finally, I want to talk about chest tightness. A lot of us feel sometimes a shortness of breath or chest pain, which is very common, especially if you're having an actual panic attack or anxiety attack. Now, it may take several minutes for your body to return to normal after experiencing an anxiety attack, and this is a long time to feel chest pain. So, our first goal in this kind of situation is to figure out how to bring more calmness into that moment for yourself. Now, this might be deep breathing, repeating a mantra, for instance, like quiet mind, open heart, relax, removing yourself from the situation that might be causing tension, shutting one sense, for instance, closing your eyes for a second, you know, just kind of breaking that moment. Of course, it will require some trial and error to determine what works best for you, but being sure to notice as you try these strategies so you can remember later what works. For me, actually, aromatherapy works amazingly. I love to smell lavender, and I also like visualizing a positive place or a beautiful memory that was very powerful and gave me joy. And so these kind of things are helpful as well, along with stretching, along with deep breathing. If you feel that tightness in your chest, whether or not you're feeling that it's coming on as a panic or anxiety attack. Our body, as we breathe today, our body, let's remember, is our best friend, whether we realize it or not. It is the one thing that is with us when we're happy or sad or bored, tired, excited, no matter what, our body is there with us. And some of us have a hard time keeping ourselves as priority. So, for some people, it's easier to make better choices when we can think of our body as our best friend, someone outside of us, or a little child. What best gifts can we give this closest, dearest friend of ours? Is it the gift of sleep, of nourishing food, of kind conversation, of encouragement, of listening, of a massage, of time off to unwind, of a hug, even hugging ourselves? It's one of the most beautiful things that you can do for yourself. So one last time, let's breathe in all together. Breathing in calmness and ease, and exhaling any tension or anxiety that you might be holding on to, knowingly or unknowingly, in your body. And today I want to do one last thing as we finish our breathing and this time together. I want us all to hug ourselves. It is one of the simplest ways to send yourself love. So if you don't know how to do it, wrap your arms around yourself, all right? And just squeeze nice and tight and just really, really enjoy a hug for yourself. Hugs are really important. They help release oxytocin. They, allow us to feel that we're taken care of, that we're protected, that we're seen, heard, and cared for. And I think us doing that for our best friend, our body, is one of the simplest things that we can do that we often don't. Today's the first day. We can try, right? So I hope you have a beautiful day, my loves. Enjoy yourself. And for me, when I hug myself, I always, or even other people, I always make noise like, you know, enjoy that. And so much love. Be good to yourself. And I'll see you very soon. Mwah! Bye, everyone. Have the best, most exquisite day.